beauties, thank you so much for tuning back into Lemomlife. Today I have a fun video. I'll be talking about my thoughts on YSL's latest black opium flanker Le Parfum. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts, then please keep watching. Hey friend, thank you so much for joining me for yet another video. Like I said, I'm really excited about this one today. And for those of you who are new, on this channel I do lifestyle, luxury, and review videos. I also sprinkle in a little bit of my motherhood journey. I vlog once a month. So if any of those things interest you, then definitely stay tuned. We do a lot of perfume talk on this channel. So if you love fragrances and the world of perfumery, then I think you will love my channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also turn on those notifications so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. I went into Macy's and I took a sniff of the newest black opium flanker, and after doing that I went ahead and purchased it. And I will share my thoughts on why in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and list the notes on the screen, but in this video I'm mainly going to talk about my thoughts on this new one and how I think it compares to the original. So the price and all that information can be found in the description box. I will put a link to the perfume and all that jazz. So definitely check out that description box for those types of details. So here's the bottle, and I will say I really do like the design of this bottle. I like how it's a solid tone. I think it's very understated and very sophisticated, and I just love the way this particular bottle looks. Here's the back of it. Very chic and minimal, and I think this is going to look great along with my other perfume bottles. So now let's get into my thoughts. Although I could appreciate the way the original smelled, it just didn't work out for me. The original is headache inducing for me, and I think it has to do with the pink pepper in the original. It has that pink pepper and that pear at the top, and so it's a little bit more juicy, a little bit more of a juicy opening. And for me, the pink pepper is very sharp in the original. The pink pepper kind of lasts on my skin throughout most of the wear, and I think that's what is headache inducing in the original. The original opens up bright. It has more coffee at the mid, but because of the sharpness of the pink pepper, it's just really hard for me to enjoy the fragrance. So I actually ended up returning the original back when I purchased it because I just could not enjoy it. It was headache inducing. So on my skin, it did not work out. This perfume gives you a beautiful blast of cinnamon at the top. I think it has some other notes at the top, but I do detect that beautiful cinnamon note at the top. It's a very vanilla forward fragrance, so as it develops, you get more and more of that vanilla. At the mid, it has some beautiful florals, and I feel like the florals in here, they're white florals. I feel like they just kind of sit so beautifully at the mid, and they create this soft, very feminine-like effect. So this is a more feminine leaning fragrance. This does have coffee in it as well, but the coffee notes in here are very subtle and they're more at the background, more of a grounding note as opposed to a highlighted note. So keep that in mind. This has probably less coffee than the original. I don't think the coffee is the star of the show. This is, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a vanilla fragrance that is supported by other beautiful notes and has beautiful facets and nuances. So just keep that in mind, that if you're looking for stronger coffee or a stronger version of the original, this is not it. This is a flanker that is very winter appropriate. I feel like they crafted this for the winter season. I feel like they wanted to craft a more vanilla forward fragrance because that is really what I get in this. It's a very sophisticated vanilla as well. So it's not going to be gourmand-like. It's not like that kind of sweet. I believe this has bourbon vanilla and Madagascar vanilla and one other vanilla. So really the vanillas in here are more sophisticated. When this started to dry down on my skin, it got subtly boozy. Now when I first wore this, I didn't wear it out and about. I kind of sprayed it on my skin and then I went home. So I have this on today, and I am going to be wearing this out and about. and we'll see how this performs. If I don't check back, I'll put my thoughts in the description box for you so you can see what I thought as far as the longevity of this fragrance. Projection and sillage wise, this is not a beast mode fragrance, and it's not something that people are going to smell more than an arm's length away. This is more a cozy fragrance. It's one that when you spray it on, people are going to want to lean in because it smells so soft and inviting and enveloping. It's sweet, it's cozy. This feels like a warm blanket. It feels soft like a feather, but it's also sweet, and it has a bit of spice to it, a little bit of warmness to it. Super duper warm. This is much warmer than the original. The original, I feel like they're about the same as far as sweetness level, but this is a warm sweet, whereas the original is more of a bright sweet, because the original opens up with that pear and pink pepper at the top, and it really stays throughout the life of the wear for the original. But this one opens up with some cinnamon. I think it has a mandarin orange at the top, but really the cinnamon is what I get. Then the vanilla starts to come through, and it gets richer and sweeter and warmer the more it warms up on the skin. So I am really loving this, y'all. I'm wearing it right now, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's so good. It's so well blended. It's really hard to pick apart and tease apart those notes in this one. So I am a fan of this one. I went and smelled it, and after I smelled it, I said, yes, you're coming home with me, and I'm super happy to have this. So like I said, I don't yet have notes on the longevity of this one, but as far as projection, it's beautiful, it's soft, it's arm's length, it's perfect. It's honestly perfect. And if I wanted to project a little bit more, I could just overspray. I know this one is a bit pricey, so definitely get yourself a sample before you spend the money on this one. But in my opinion, I think this is 100% worth it. If you're curious about it, I say definitely go and smell it because it's worth it. It's worth it. So that leads me to my next point. Is this worth getting if you already have the original? And I say yes. And that is because this is a different fragrance. It has the DNA, but this is a winter fragrance. It's a warm fragrance. It's cozy. The coffee is a lot more subtle. It's a vanilla forward fragrance. So this is definitely worth getting. If you're not a gourmand lover, you will probably appreciate this one. This is more of a sophisticated grown-up vanilla. But if you are a gourmand lover like myself, you will still love this. I still enjoy this. I think it's sweet enough, it's cozy, and it's perfect for this winter season. Those are my thoughts on this one, y'all. Let me know. Are you going to pick this up? Are you going to get a sample? Drop it down below and let me know. Again, if I don't pop back in later to let you know how I feel at the end of the day, because I will be going out with my kids today, taking them to some appointments. If I'm not back, I will let you know in the description how I think this performed throughout the day with a busy and full day out in the elements. Hey y'all, so I'm back with a 5-hour check-in. We're at the 5-hour mark, and I can still smell this fragrance on me, on my clothes, on my skin. It does wear closer to the skin the longer you wear it, but anyone that comes near you will definitely still smell it by the 5-hour mark. So in my opinion, this fragrance performs like your typical eau de parfum, so nothing to write home about there. However, the fragrance is gorgeous. I absolutely love this fragrance, y'all. I think it's giving a little bit of the DNA of Black Opium, but this is the vanilla interpretation. It's like, it's the winter vibes, it's the vanilla vibe. So if you love a good vanilla, you may want to get your nose on this, and who knows, it may end up in your collection. But those are my thoughts. I have quite enjoyed wearing this today. I'm actually going to spray some more on, and I actually don't mind spraying perfume on throughout the day because it's the experience. It's just about the experience and smelling that fresh blast. Something about that is just so fun to me. So I don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and spray some more of this on, and hope you enjoyed. These are my thoughts at the 5-hour mark. Those are my thoughts on this new flanker. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me on your way out because that really helps my channel. And before I go, I just want to remind you how unique and special you are. I know that's like a really basic and simple thing that we tend to take for granted sometimes, but it's nice to just pause and reflect on that simple fact. We are, each of us, unique down to our very makeup, and you have to acknowledge your uniqueness every day in order to operate in the way that you need to be operating, in the way that's going to impact those around you and the world. So don't forget how unique and special you are today. I will see you in the next video very soon. Thank you so much for watching.